Hey guys, this is Aaron Conover from Nerdy Geek Talk, to source for all your nerdy geeky needs, here with episode 4 of Journey to Toy Design. And this is about, uh, you know, what's next. Not, where you're choosing, going through the past episodes, you already have decided that your toy design's right for you. You're going into it. What are your options? Where are you going to go? What's right for you? And now you're there. So now we're talking about, what's next, which is kind of the position I'm in. Um, so, after you get into school, you start schooling, and presuming you get through whatever school you go through, because it depends whether you'll have reviews, stuff like that, you need to start looking at co-ops or internships, with toy companies. You need to consider, well, which company am I going to work for? Which ones are going to take you, but also which one do I want to work for? What department do I want to work for? But getting an internship or a co-op, getting your foot in the door, and really trying it out for yourself, seeing if you like it. That's the important thing. You have to make sure that you like it as much as you truly think you're going to. And after that, you need to decide where you want to work for, because you have options. Hasbro is not the only toy company out there. Mattel, Fisher Price, there's many options, and many of them have many different properties, therefore many different design teams. So you have to think about, you know, being able to be hired. That's a key thing. You're probably not going to get your dream job right away. I mean, if you get an internship in the area that you want, and you do get a job in your dream area right away, that's awesome. But you also might want to consider working in a few other departments and like properties to hone your skills that you have interest in, but to hone your skills before you get to your dream property or spot, assuming that you have one. So like my dream is to do Transformers. That's my end goal, that's my dream, that's all I want to do eventually. I would be very, very interested in trying out maybe Marvel, like Marvel Legends, Star Wars, like Star Wars The Black Series, that kind of stuff. There's several lines from Mattel I'd like to work on, like their DC Multiverse, also their Halo line. I'm interested in those things enough that I would like to design them for several years. I think that'd be very interesting and very good to build up my skills before I get to the dream area. Now, if you can get it, like if I get an internship with Transformers right away and I can get a job as soon as I graduate, that would be magnificent. Am I going to do that? Probably. I would really like to try out some other things first, though, because I would like to do Transformers for the majority of my life, but I don't want to go into Transformers, leave for a couple of years and do some other stuff, then come back, because, who knows if they'll have me back, stuff like that. I'd rather go a couple other directions, build up, my reputation, my skills, stuff like that, while also trying out some things I've wanted to try out, but not necessarily do the whole rest of my life, and then go for my dream spot. So what I'm trying to say is basically you need to consider where you want to end up and how soon you want to end up there. Because if you just say, I want to design Transformers, that's it, I just want to design Transformers, you go in, you get an internship, they think you're okay, you get in, you get the job and stuff, but you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're having the same problems, stuff like that, and then if they eventually decide to let you go or move you to another property, you blew your shot because you're new to this, and that's not your fault. You're building up skills, and you'll take the skills that you'll take the lessons you learn from that and be better in whatever you're going to do next. But you blew your shot there. So wouldn't it be safer to go somewhere to another property or somewhere else to learn first, make yourself even more appealing, and also just improve for yourself, because you don't want to make toys for the property that you want, that you're dreaming of, to just be okay. You look back on it and you're like, well, it's okay. I made it through that. I did that. No, you want to look back and be like, yes, I did that. I'm so proud. That's exactly how I wanted it. Look what I did. Like, there's a key difference there. And one is you know, pride because you did an amazing job, the amazing job that you wanted to, that you worked so hard to. Getting fresh out of school, you're not going to be able to do that yet. So you might want to do something that you're interested in, but don't necessarily have the same passion as, like, I want to do for the rest of my life. And you can take that and apply that to other things in general, but I think it's really important to consider for, someone who's dreaming of being a toy designer. That's a crazy, crazy dream. That's not a normal dream. It's certainly something that you have to just prepare yourself for, that it's an unusual situation. It's not a common situation. You're not going to just walk up to someone and be like, "Oh yeah, you're a toy designer, neat. I'm glad you are. So do I want to be too." It's not like an engineer where, there's billion people that want to be engineers, stuff like that. If you want to be a toy designer, that's a pretty niche field. I'm not saying that there's no jobs in it. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you're not going to meet someone every day that's a toy designer. It's not that common of a job. So you're already in a different situation. You just don't want to blow it when it's your dream. If you're in it and you're really passionate about it, don't blow it, is all I'm saying. If you can get right out of school and you're ready, then go for it. But basically, advice while you're in school is just remember you're not a designer yet. Because that's currently the situation I'm in. So I'm in schooling, right now to become a designer. You're not a designer yet. So don't be so hard on yourself that you think you're a failure, stuff like that. Because guess what? You're in school because you don't know how to do it. You're not in school because they're reviewing you to see how you are. No, you're learning how to do it. They're assuming you don't know how to do it at all, and so you're going through the process of learning to do so. So if you can't draw, guess what? That's why they're going to teach you to draw. If you can't design anything, if you don't have that kind of a mindset built up yet on how to do that, that's what you're there to learn. So don't get all upset whenever you're in design school about the fact that you're not good at it. You're not supposed to be yet. You're not a designer yet. That's what they're turning you into. Now, on the same side, never be satisfied, because if you're looking at your stuff and you go, "Yeah, that's great. I'm done." You're never done. You're always getting better, even once you are a designer. Because you're not a designer yet, so don't let your head get big. Even if you're good at drawing stuff like that, it takes a lot more than that to be a designer. But at the same time, you just gotta balance it, is what I'm saying. You can't get too excited either way. And when you're in something with the arts, it's easy to get passionate about what you're doing. And I do, I get passionate about what I'm doing and I feel it while I'm making it. But don't get carried away one way or the other, or you hate what you're doing, or you think what you're doing is perfect. You need to just find that sweet spot in general, in life, stuff like that. But that's my advice for school, is just don't be too hard on yourself, but don't ever be satisfied either, because you can always get better. You're always going to get better. That's the best way to describe it. So even if you're not good, you're always going to get better. Even if you think you're great, you're going to get better. So just keep working at it. That's the important thing, and don't give up. So that's about it for what's next with toy design. I don't know if I'm going to be doing more toy design videos or not. People seem to be pretty interested in the whole process of becoming a toy designer, but I've pretty much gone over my whole journey so far, and this is kind of post where I'm at right now, and also advice for where I am. So I may have videos occasionally on the topic of things I think about that have to do with it, but overall, this series is pretty much done. So thanks for checking it out. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and bye. I'll see you next time.